Remember this, guys? Yeah, 2 years ago, this channel started just this way, with me reading a Dragon Ball comic. Those were good times. We've talked a lot about a lot of things on this show. Superheroes, anime, post-apocalypse, monster movies, horror movies. But maybe it's time to take a step back and look at some more Dragon Ball. Actually, let's take one step even further back. If you paid attention back in my shitty Dragon Ball Z movies video, you may have noticed that I mentioned there are 4 movies based on Dragon Ball Classic. Yeah, back before there were Saiyans, before all the antagonists were gods or aliens or androids, before even the weakest of characters could blow up the planet with a badly timed taco fart. Now don't get me wrong, I love Dragon Ball Z, but I remember being a kid and starting to read the series and laughing my ass off at the simple, goofy, yet so endearing early stages of Akira Toriyama's magnum opus. So that's why today, we're going to take a look at the 4 movies based on Dragon Ball Classic, whether good or bad. Let's go for a ride! The first film, Curse of the Blood Rubies, released in 1986, is for the most part a retelling of the first arc in the original manga, with Goku meeting Bulma and going along to find the Dragon Balls.
A girl? What's that?
Or in your case, maybe not. You've seriously never seen a girl before?
The only other person I've ever seen is my grandpa, and you don't look like him. His chest bumps are bigger.
Oh, Goku, so innocent. Those are called moobs. But it does start by introducing us to the biggest change, as the villain of this movie is someone called King Gurumes. He has enslaved the whole village to farm it for valuable gemstones called blood rubies, causing a child named Pansy, seriously, to run off and seek help. But it seems like Gurumes has a bit of a problem. He's insatiably hungry and needs the Dragon Balls to wish his hunger away. And on top of that, he has...
You call this food?
Not just me. Everyone calls it food.
A sassy-ass robot butler. I like to call him Jarvis. Anyway, Gurumes sends 2 of his goons named Bongo and Pasta to steal the Dragon Ball from Goku's shack, giving him more of a reason to join Bulma on her quest this time around. Along with much crazier things to protect her from.
That's it. I got your payback right here.
For the next while, the movie mostly goes as per usual. The gang runs into Oolong in the woods where he's harassing Pansy rather than having him terrorize a village, and Goku chases him to the desert where he then immediately encounters Yamcha. Now, I get that with a 40-minute runtime they really gotta condense stuff, but so far Goku has been run over, shot, met a shape-shifting pig, and battled a desert bandit in one afternoon. And I complain I'm having a bad day when I'm in a slow grocery line.
Who is he again?
Haven't you been paying attention? He's a ruthless cutthroat. He's gonna take everything we own and make pork chops out of us.
Pork chops? I'm real hungry.
Christ, Dr. Lecter, manners! So anyway, just like in the comics, the 2 of them fight.
Power pull! Extend!
Haha, that's what she said! Yamcha runs off after seeing Bulma and getting embarrassed, since girls still make him nervous at this point, and the gang finally talk to Pansy, who reveals that she's looking for the legendary Master Roshi to help her combat King Gurumes' army. When they do meet him, the movie mixes things up with a different story a bit, when he agrees to help them and at least give them his Dragon Ball if he can get a look at Bulma's boobies. Which she then convinces the shapeshifting Oolong to do for her. And which she gets way too into, with a fake Bulma voice that is way funnier than it should be.
Well, now, wouldn't you rather get more hands-on?
Hands-on?
Don't be shy. Come over here and I'll show you a little game I like to call Bouncy Bouncy.
Bouncy, bouncy.
Bouncy, 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 bouncy.
So many boobies in this movie!
Boobies, Berkey!
Hey,
I don't know how they managed this, but this is somehow both less graphic and yet more inappropriate than the original no panties scene from the manga. And in case you don't remember what I'm talking about, don't worry, we'll get to that later. Anyway, through it all, Pasta and Bongo has been following them, ready to steal the next ball.
Finally, the last 2 Dragon Balls.
Don't you mean the last 2 Dragon
Rubies!
Anyway, Roshi Kamehamehas their sub in awesome fashion, and a lot of them fly off to attack Gurumes' castle where Goku fights Bongo in what actually makes for a pretty awesome action climax. Meanwhile, Yamcha has been spying on them and heard about the Rubies, infiltrating the place on his own and stealing a bunch before he runs into the rest of the gang, until they run out of pasta. Time for an epic secondary battle, right?
End of the line. Give me the Dragon Ball.
I never thought there'd be a day where I'd complain about too many boobs in a movie, but... With his henchmen beaten, the lot then meet King Gurumes, who has been turned into a gluttonous monster by his greed for the blood rubies, and thus eats 6 of the Dragon Balls, which somehow makes him impervious to Goku's attacks. So Bulma gets a better idea.
Here, chew on this! Come forth, eternal dragon!
Now that's awesome. So with that, Pansy wishes for her land to be peaceful again, Shenron does this by making the blood rubies go away, Gurumes returns to his human form and repents for his actions, and Goku flies off for new adventures.
I hate happy endings.
It is a fairly simple story, and it does rush a bit to tell it all in 40 minutes, but overall, I rather like it. Everyone is introduced well enough, serve at least some sort of purpose, and the idea of the otherwise kind King Gurumes literally being turned into a monster by his greed is good classic fantasy at its finest, even if it could have used some more screen time. It's a good little time waster for early Dragon Ball fans, I'd say. And that's a lot more than I can say for the second movie. Sleeping Princess in Devil's Castle from 1987 begins with Goku going to Roshi's home to train like in the manga, and is thus the first movie to feature my favorite Dragon Ball character, Krillin. He had a bit of growing up to do at the time. Like in the manga, they both want to be Roshi's students, and to decide which of the two it will be, he gives both of them a test. Even though Krillin tries to bribe him with porn mags. Oh god, that sigh, that pose, he didn't just polish his shell right then and there, did he? Ew! Get your turtle head back in the hole, old man! So unlike in the manga where he just sends them to find a pretty girl, here he tells them about a beautiful princess that was kidnapped and put under a sleeping spell by the evil Count Lucifer, who then hid her in his castle called Devil's Hand, and asks the two of them to find said princess for him. While the two of them go there and duke it out with hordes of demons, Bulma and the gang are out looking for Dragon Balls for some unexplained reason, and follow Goku and Krillin there when Roshi tells them where they are. Their plane gets shot down and Bulma is kidnapped, and we get our first look at Count Lucifer.
Forgive me, please. My name is Count Lucifer.
It's Dracula. It's literally just a stereotypical Dracula. Except sometimes he wears shades. Color me fucking amazed!
This is how we're represented. Unbelievable.
He seems a gracious host at first, but it soon turns out that he wants to drain Bulma's blood and use it in a ritual to awaken the princess, which is actually a large gemstone that he wants to generate a full moon light because...
We're going to blow up the sun.
Dude, you really gotta let that one go. It's a ball of fire. It makes no sense.
And that's when one of the movie's highlights happen, as Launch suddenly arrives out of buttfuck nowhere to try and steal the gem.
Monster mash, graveyard smash. The sleeping princess is mine now, you putrid pale punks.
Huh. Funny. I never picked Launch for a Bobby Pickett fan. So everyone suddenly realizes everyone else is there, and they all scramble to try and save Bulma, while Launch just guns the hell out of a bunch of demons. So, remind me why we're not just watching a movie about her? Oh. Right. Everyone is then captured when a demon threatens to murder Krillin, but when Goku gets a look at the full moon, he turns into a great ape like in the manga and breaks all of them free.
Oolong, check Goku out. Oh, no,
Not again. It's a full moon.
Not again? What? How does he know about the Great Ape transformation? The last movie completely skipped that whole event. So, even though this movie starts exactly where the last one left off, they're not in their own little timeline outside the main continuity? I mean, maybe I'm expecting too much, but that really seems like a wasted opportunity to me. Especially since there are no such continuity issues in the third movie. Anyway, they cut off Goku's tail to turn it back into normal, they fight Lucifer and ruin the ritual, blow up the devil's hand and bring Launch back to Roshi. And like in the comics, Roshi then decides to make both Krillin and Goku his students. Hooray!
Kids, say cheese.
Cheese!
Wait, what? Who said that? Who took that picture? What the hell is going on? So, yeah, Launch is just an island slave now, I guess. For about 5 seconds before she rebels.
Strange, that sort of thing happens all the time to me.
Oh, you don't say.
And with that, the movie ends. And it's about time too. This movie is a huge misstep. Sure, some of the boys' antics in the Demon Castle are pretty fun, but overall this is just a mess of a movie that really goes nowhere and can't quite fill its runtime, all while featuring an incredibly boring villain. And I'm probably the only one who sees this as a problem, but that whole Great Ape continuity thing really annoys me. But, you know, it's not like it's a very good movie to begin with. Next up is Mystical Adventure from 1988, which not only wins the prize for laziest title, but also for the highest what the fuck factor of all 4 movies. No, I'm serious. Get ready to have your mind blown by how much shit they shake up in this one. In this one, the boys have finished their training and head for the martial arts tournament like in the manga.
Suddenly I have an uncontrollable urge to hijack this plane.
And then the CIA arrested everybody. But strangely, in this movie, the tournament is hosted by Chaozu, who is an emperor and has Tien, Master Shen, Tao Pai Pai, and the Red Ribbon Army in his employ, which includes General Blue in medieval armor. So, confused yet? If you are, don't worry. It gets way weirder. Apparently, Chaozu's wife has gone missing and Shen has convinced him that he should use the army to gather the Dragon Balls and wish for her back. But Blue accuses Master Shen of having other nefarious plans, which Tao Pai Pai won't stand for.
Hey, Blue, guess who?
He should have watched his tongue, and mine.
Emperor, I can assure you that I have no greater concern than bringing your wife safely back to your side.
Which is why I had my man murder your chief of security in cold blood, of course, sire. Why won't anyone trust me? I'm not evil. Where am I? As the Red Ribbon Army terrorizes a village looking for a Dragon Ball, its guardians, Bora and his son Upa from the manga, flee to the city and go to the same restaurant where Goku and gang are currently enjoying dinner. The army then follows, however, and calls in Major Metallatron to try and strong-arm it from Bora, only for Goku to punch his head off. When Tao Pai Pai then tries to intervene, Roshi diffuses the whole situation by claiming Bora is taking part in the tournament, making it a political mess if Tao Pai Pai kills him then and there. And while all of this is going on, Bulma and the rest of the gang is there too, once again looking for the Dragon Balls for an unknown reason and planning to steal them from the palace. Such intrigue, such drama, such cramming of 90 minutes worth of plot into a 40-minute time slot. Oh, I cannot bear it! So to summarize, Bora now has to enter and win the tournament to speak to Chaozu and clear up the whole mess before Shen, Tien and Tao Pai Pai can take over the palace. That is, if Tien can get over his friendship with Chaozu. The whole thing does give us one pretty cool scene of Bora and Yamcha fighting though. Oh, and Bulma, Launch, Puar and Oolong try to sneak into the castle with some pretty hilarious results.
Oh, your majesty, I thought you were watching the match.
I was, then my guest came.
I see. New girlfriend?
We're not girlfriends, we're nuns, and we're on a pilgrimage to your great state. Hi.
Welcome, sister. May I ask exactly which order of nuns you belong to?
Look, who cares? We're nuns, got it?
Yes.
How about a donation? Yeah, this'll work. Bless you, ma'am.
Hello, Touchstone Pictures. Give me Ruby and Maggie. I've got a great idea for Sister Act 3. Just as it looks like Bora is about to win, Tao steps in and kills him during the tournament and proceeds to blast Goku into the distance. Shen then announces that he plans to take over the kingdom, though why he needs the Dragon Balls to do that when he has such strong henchmen is anyone's guess. While everyone fights Shen's soldiers, Goku lands on Korin's tower for a quick lesson in staying calm during a fight.
Your mind is like the water, and your anger is just like the ripples that disturb the water. Calm your mind so you can see clearly.
And now, for your viewing pleasure, a mental projection of me trying to keep up with all this shit. To convolute matters even more, Tao and Goku end up fighting in Penguin Village and meet Arale from Akira Toriyama's earlier series Dr. Slump, just like Goku and Blue did in the manga. With a bit of help from the ditzy robot, Goku defeats Tao and flies off to help the others.
You're such a stud.
No, wrong, don't, no! Goku returns just in time to rescue Upa from Major Metallitron, while Tien revolts against Shen since he can't bring himself to kill Chaozu. And now with the villains defeated and peace restored, the gang uses the Dragon Balls to revive Bora, while Tien reunites Chaozu with his wife.
Look.
Lon, it's you!
I hope you can both forgive me someday, sire.
So all that shit went down over a Chinese Raggedy Ann? Really? Man, this is a busy fucking movie. There is so much fucking plot in these 40 minutes that it's nearly impossible to keep up with, and it really hurts the pacing and the enjoyment of the film. It really just needed to be at least 20 minutes longer. Which is a real shame because this is the movie that makes me wish that these were in the same continuity. There are so many fun ideas here. I'd totally be on board with this as some kind of alternate reality. But there are just too many small fibs that result in it not making sense, and all of these ideas just collapse on each other for no good reason. And we still have one more movie to go! This one is completely different from the others though. Path to Power was released in 1996 as a 10th anniversary special for the franchise as a whole, and once again retold the story of how Goku met Bulma and the rest of the gang with one major change. The first thing to notice is that the animation quality is miles above the others. This movie is absolutely gorgeous to look at. But even with all that, about a third of this is stuff we've already seen, so... Oh look, Bulma has purple hair, like in the original manga. Riveting. Okay, so to recap, Goku meets Bulma.
And stop poking it with your dumb piece of wood!
Yeah, that's what she... Haha! God damn it! And Oolong and Yamcha, who is actually legit intimidating this time around.
Wolf! Fang! Oh my gosh, a girl!
For about 5 seconds. And then we get to see how this time things are different. Looking for the next Dragon Ball, the gang happens upon the Muscle Tower, one of the Red Ribbon army bases from the manga. The Red Ribbon starts shooting at them, and Goku storms the place in retaliation, coming across... wait, who's this guy?
But Major Metallitron will not let you get any farther.
Wait! That's Major Metallitron? What the hell happened? Yeah, for some bizarre reason, some of the Red Ribbon army officers get these really strange redesigns. Now, I get that a character named Mr. Black that looks like this might not go over so well in the West, but then why the hell did Major Metallitron turn into this? What's the point? In any case, Muscle Tower plays out almost like it did before, with the army bringing out Android 18, who actually fights Goku for a bit this time around before refusing to kill him since he's just that nice. After defeating the Red Ribbon official, Goku names him Aider, and they go their separate ways. Like in the manga, the gang then encounters the turtle, whatever, who takes them to Master Roshi. He offers them his Dragon Ball in exchange for a look at Bulma's panties, which she has no idea that Goku innocently removed in curiosity the night before, leading to one of the most infamous and, in my opinion, funniest moments in the entire franchise.
Oh, the shame!
Oh, okay, that's more than enough. My pathetic life is a little brighter.
Yep, the 12-year-old in me still thinks this is hilarious. The party ends when they get attacked by the Red Ribbon army again though. Despite the best Kamehameha efforts from Goku and Roshi, Goku is knocked out and the rest of the gang is kidnapped by the Red Ribbon Army as Blue steals all the Dragon Balls to give them to Commander Red. Except for the one that Goku was carrying.
Refresh my memory, Black. What do we do with failures?
Very bad things, sir.
Hold on. Ah, yes, that's right. Guards! Take this idiot away.
Wait, sir! How can you do this? I got you 5!
Oh, and Blue, in the off chance you ever see me again, don't go up the stairs!
Wait, please! What is that?
Poor Blue. Imagine being in 2 of these movies and not getting your super cool fight scene from the manga in either of them. Sorry, buddy. Enjoy hell. While Goku tears through the army to find his friends in a fantastic action sequence, Bulma suggests Oolong turn into a key to help them escape. He has a bit of trouble though.
Great! Vegetable!
Fruit, actually.
Hey! Nobody likes a smartass tortoise turtle. Meanwhile, of course, Red and Black attempt to escape like the cowards they are, as Red reveals why he wanted the Dragon Balls.
Blast it! I'll never be 7'5".
What do you mean? You mobilized and destroyed most of the Red Ribbon Army just to give yourself extra inches?
Not inches, feet! I would have been gargantuan!
Okay, now you guys are just doing it on purpose. See? Even the hand agrees. Black then absolutely loses it, shoots Red and pilots a huge battle robot and then starts to beat the ever-living hell out of Goku in what looks like an utterly hopeless fight. So hey, random question. Remember Android 16? Yeah, Android 16, the strangely peace-loving murder machine. The guy who was such an unusual antagonist that he never really got to be an antagonist at all. The guy who was then sacrificed to piss Gohan off enough so he could become Super Saiyan 2, even though the 2 of them had barely met at all. Well, hold on to your balls. You're about to see that done extremely right. By the force of sheer badassery, Ader flies in from out of nowhere and saves Goku from being crushed by the robot, eventually getting himself killed instead, much to Goku's shock.
That's what really happened to you, right, Grandpa? When you said you had to go?
Huh?
Now Ader's gone too, but he wasn't ready. He was my friend. And you took him away! I'll never let you do that again! Never!
Oh! Would you look at that? My heart just broke. With that, Goku goes absolutely apeshit, pun definitely intended, and blows the robot to smithereens with a giant Kamehameha. The gang then uses the Dragon Balls to wish Ader back to life, and all ends well. Whew. Well, that was certainly fucking excellent! Not only is this movie really well animated, it stays very true to both the arcs it adapts and weaves them together nearly flawlessly pacing-wise, while adding just enough changes to keep things interesting. Well, aside from the extremely random character redesigns that really don't add or ruin anything. It makes for a wonderful 10th anniversary film, and it's easily the best of the bunch that we just watched. I just wish that somewhere down the line somebody had tried to adapt the King Piccolo saga into a movie, but it didn't happen with this bunch, and nobody had the guts to do it again since, so I guess that's just a pipe dream. Hey guys, and thank you so much for watching me geek out about Dragon Ball yet again. This was the 2-year anniversary video for my channel. It's been 2 really fun years, and I'm hoping for many more. If you liked what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. And be sure to share this video with your friends. There's plenty more like it on my channel, and you can also find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch, all of which have links in the description. Thanks again, guys, and I will see you next time. I mean, I guess I'm expecting too much, but that really seems like a wasted opportunity to me. Especially since there are no such continuity issues in the 3rd movie. Fuck. Get ready to have your mind blown as how much shit they shake up. Whoa. Hello, Touchstone Pictures? Give me Woogie and Maggie. Woogie? Woogie Goldberg. Okay. Hello, Touchstone Pictures. Give me Whoopi and Maggie. I've got a great idea for Toy Story 3. Shit. Hello, Touchstone Pictures. Get Mookie. Mookie? What am I doing?